Today I'm going to be demoing how to view your year-end reports in BirthTracks. So we're starting off here on the BirthTracks homepage, and if we come over to the Stats tab here and down under Tabular Data, this is going to be your report section. So this first link here, Tabular Data, that's what we're going to select. And there's going to be a couple drop-down menus that we need to fill out here. So the first one is asking for the type of report. I would go through and view each of these reports because they all have pretty valuable information. The second one is going to ask for which provider you want. So if you select My Births, that will only include your deliveries. If you select My Practice, that's going to include all the deliveries that have been logged in BirthTracks for your practice. And then if you wanted to look at the data for all practices that have logged data in BirthTracks, you can select this one, which is pretty interesting to compare your practice to all the other practices. This middle section here is optional, and this is only if you want to have a specific criteria for the data that you're viewing. So let's say that you only wanted to look at data for a certain prenatal site, then you could select prenatal site, and then under this drop down here you can select which prenatal site you want to choose. You could also select like patient GBS if you only wanted to view patients that were GBS positive, for example. But I think it's helpful if you just look at all the data together initially. So we're going to just remove this search option. And the next section is going to ask for your time frame. So if you select last year, this is going to give you the last year up to today's date. It's not going to be just 2020 data. So if you wanted just 2020, then you would do choose. And then you can change this to 01, 2020. And then 12/31/2020. Okay, and then we just select update here, and then this will generate your report. And so it shows you how many vaginal deliveries and C-sections you had, the type of vaginal deliveries, type of C-sections, and so on. So I would go ahead and start there and then look through each of the different reports. And then if you'd like to, you can play around with changing the different criteria as well. So that is how you view your reports.